Hello, and welcome to a short video that goes over APS's online registration system. We are launching this new system in fall 2023. So, welcome. This portal is to be used by parents or families of students who are registering for elementary, middle, or high school. So, it is currently being offered for students entering grades K through 12. And just a reminder before we begin that to be registered and enrolled in an APS school, a student must be a permanent resident of Arlington County with a valid home address. Part of the registration process will be submitting documents to show proof of residency, like a lease or deed, and we will go over that later in the video. All right. So the first step in accessing the online registration system is to either have or set up a ParentVue account. You must have a ParentVue account to be able to complete the online registration process. When you click the link to enter the online registration process, you will see this login screen. Here, you can enter your username and password for ParentVue. If you need to create an account, you'll come down here and click create a new account. And if you forgot your password, you can also select that option. Please note, our module is available in all of our major languages. And so if you need to change the language, you can click any of those buttons at the bottom. For families that need to create a new account, you will be prompted to answer these questions on this screen and then click continue. Okay, then you'll see the following step 1. This is a privacy statement. You can read through and click accept. After that, you'll get step 2. This is the creating your account screen. You'll enter your first and last name, your email address, and then enter the little code to continue to step 3. For step 3, it's going to ask you to go into your email that you just used to register. And in your email, you will have a link that will allow you to complete the ParentVue registration. Okay. Once you have your ParentVue account, you can return to the login screen, which again looks like this, and then you'll enter the online registration module. Okay. A couple recommendations before you get started. We do recommend that you complete this process on a desktop or laptop computer. Unfortunately, it is not yet mobile friendly, so we do not recommend using a smartphone. And please know it is a bit of a lengthy process. It's going to ask you to complete some information about you and your student, upload some documents. So if at any point you have not completed your registration request and you want to return back to it, you may save and then come back to it later. That is an option for you. Okay. If you need help setting up your ParentVue account, please contact your school's registrar. They should be able to help you through this process. Or if they're not sure, they can connect you with someone who can help. If you're not sure who your neighborhood school is or who the registrar is, you can also always contact the Welcome Center, and our contact information will be later in this video. Okay. Before you start the process for your online registration request, there's a couple things that are important to know. First, you can save and come back to your registration. That is recommended if you need to complete additional steps and you're not quite done. Okay. The second thing to note is that you can only submit one time. So you will not be able to come back and make changes once you have submitted. So if you get started and you see that you need a little bit more time, do not submit until you're absolutely ready and you've completed everything that you can, because you will not be able to go back and make changes. Okay? You will have the option towards the end of the registration module to upload scans or photos of registration documents. That will be a choice. However, if you would prefer to bring paper documents to the registrar at the Welcome Center or at your neighborhood school, you have that choice as well. Okay? If you speak a language other than English, As noted earlier in the video, the module is translated into Spanish, Arabic, Amharic, and Mongolian. Okay, so that option is there for you. Now, if you notice these three questions over here to the side, does your student speak a language other than English at home? Did they learn another spoken language before English? And do they live in a house where the primary spoken language is not English? If you answer yes to any of these three questions, your student will need an assessment of their English proficiency level at the Welcome Center. This assessment is not done at schools, and you will need to come into the Welcome Center to take this assessment. You can schedule your appointment by calling the Welcome Center phone number 703-228-8000. And then you'll select option 3 to come schedule your appointment to take that assessment here at the Welcome Center. Okay. After you have completed the online registration process and submitted your request, it will be routed to your child's neighborhood school based on the address that you included in your registration. Either that, or if you indicated that a language other than English is spoken, your request will be routed to the Welcome Center, and a Welcome Center registrar will follow up with you to process your request. Okay? The next thing that will happen is the school registrar or Welcome Center registrar will review all forms and documentation. You may hear from them over phone or email, asking questions or asking for additional documentation if needed. And then the last thing in the process is the school registrar or the Welcome Center registrar will contact you for a registration appointment. Okay, that's the last step, is to actually meet with a registrar to finalize your student's registration. Okay. Please note that completing the online registration request process does not automatically complete your student's registration. Okay. The enrolling parent is required to meet either in person or over Microsoft Teams, which is like Zoom, if you're familiar with Zoom, with a school based or Welcome Center registrar staff member. In this appointment, we'll ask to verify your identity and present any original documents that are required. Okay, so the final step of the process, even though you've uploaded all these documents and completed this online request, you will need to meet with a registrar. Okay, if you have any questions along the way, please feel free to contact the Welcome Center staff at 703-228-8000 and select option 3. We are looking forward to launching this and helping you through your students' registration. Thanks.